When we bought this M240i, we had no idea what was wrong with it. With random signs of fire damage on the mirrors, the antenna, the shark fin, and the spoiler. A bit of impact damage and repair notes written all over the car, and just general dirt and soot absolutely everywhere on this car. The story just wasn't making sense. However, we received a bit of info recently that explained to us how our car ended up like this. There was no key, no books, no nothing that came with this car, but through the help of a bit of digging, a bit of Facebook searching, we managed to acquire something that's definitely going to help us a lot with this car. That's right. We now have possession of the key, and let me tell you how. Obviously, we received this car with zero information on its past, its owners, or where the key was, so we couldn't start it, or barely even move this thing. This is where we had to do a bit of detective work, and after a lot of searching, we found this article. It said that arsonists set alight an automotive business in Melbourne's southeast. And where was our car from? Melbourne. Now, this was sad to see, as it was clearly a horrible attack on a hard-working business for no reason at all. But this is when we found something huge. If you take a look at this image, you might be able to spot something. Looks a bit familiar, right? That color and the bumper damage? That's because that is our car, and it was targeted in this arson attack. To confirm this, we had to reach out to the owner, and this is what he had to say. This car was burned in a smash repair shop in Braeside, Victoria, July 13th, 2025. It was a burglary gone wrong. 80 plus cars lost. This car was still drivable and drove out to the tow truck. I'm sure the auction house lost the keys. Good luck with the build, as it's a ripper car. I will be in touch once I speak to the owner about a spare key and book. I can only ask. Team Style-finish. So a huge shout out to Franco and the team at Style-finish Autobody, because without them, we would be so lost on this car. They have made this build 10 times easier and cheaper for us by getting us in touch with the owner, who was also incredible and provided us with the information we needed and the key itself. If you're in Melbourne and need any work done to your car, we highly recommend Style-finish Autobody. So then, we received the key in the mail. Obviously we have the key like we said, and as you can see, it is the right key for the car. This thing just unlocked. So, I mean, it's only right that we go ahead and start this thing up.
I'm ready.
Let's see if this thing will start up with this key that we got for completely free. So this car is becoming very cheap.
We've got a key.
I know.
Start.
So good, man. Don't need no modules or anything. We just got a key.
Yeah, it just needs a good run. How many Ks, Joe?
Yeah, 38,000.
38,000 Ks.
Wow, what a result. That's the biggest problem with this car solved. Now I think it's time to get the M240i looking like an M240i. Now that you know what happened to this car, it's time to, well, fix it, obviously. So, thanks to BMW themselves, we have a plethora of parts, pretty much everything we need to fix this thing right beneath me. So I think there's only one thing to do, and that's to start rebuilding this thing. All right, guys, so we're just moving this thing around so we can get the fender off, but I've just realized you guys haven't even heard this thing on yet, so not bad. It's on, as you could tell, and it sounds pretty decent. I mean, it ain't bad. It could definitely do with an exhaust. It's not as loud as our other cars, and I think the battery's making it rev a little weird. It's kind of rev hanging a bit, and the screen flashes when I rev it. So yeah, something ain't right. But it's good. Who cares right now? First step is to remove the side skirt to get to the fender bolts. This is how you remove trim. Bang, bang, bang. There you go. There goes the front. There goes the rear. Now to put it on the lift to do the rest. First step, hood off. Second step, bumper off. Maybe light off. Not complicated for now. For now, indeed. Now, the reason we were taking off the hood was because the hinges were actually damaged due to the pop-up pedestrian mechanism. You'll see once we get there. That's step one. Like I said, not complicated. That part gone. There you go. This one's actually okay. That one we've got a replacement for. Now the fender will easily come off as it's just clips. Oh, there is one bolt there, but it's from this side access. See that, Dad?
Oh yeah.
Ain't that weird?
You know what? It's not stupid either. It's a good idea.
And the headlight we don't have to actually remove. Fender will be off in moments. Yeah.
We'll do it from outside.
Yeah. I actually think I needed all the extensions. You got any more?
Wow. I could actually make it a meter long.
Could you?
All the extensions.
You should have. Alright, that's everything from down here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
How about that little one under there? You taking that one off?
Woo! Fender's off. Alright, so now we're going to remove these hood hinges, and basically they look fine, they don't look skewed, but I believe what seems to happen is when this pop-up hood goes, it actually kind of irreparably breaks them, because like there's little bits you can see which have snapped off. Down here, that used to be connected by the looks of it, snapped off, and it also just doesn't go down the way it used to. So we have new hinges. And honestly, after the hinges are replaced, I don't think there's anything left on this car that is actually damaged, apart from a few burnt things at the back, which we have some more things on the way to fix. In real time today, this thing could be back together, apart from a few things. So this little piece of metal pops up. It makes the hood almost like slanted, so basically you can, I don't know, it's something to do with if you hit someone, it's called a pop-up pedestrian sensor. So if you hit someone, it doesn't kill them. I don't really know the exact science of it, so I feel like that'd just like make them fly over the car like a slide, but hey, maybe that's what it is. Or maybe it's the opposite of that. Maybe it stops them from flying over the car. I don't know, but it works. That's now disconnected from the actual thing, so now I'm actually able to take off the actual hinge. All right guys, hinge off. Doesn't even look bad, but yeah, it just doesn't really go down how it used to. So as you can see here, this thing looks entirely different to this thing. That is at its minimum extension, that's as far as it goes. This one obviously sits perfectly flat. You can see it actually literally blows it apart. Look at that. That has completely come apart there, as opposed to, thank you Dad for holding that for me. It's literally come apart there. So this one, it's like nice and tucked in there. It's all broken. This will not lift up, but that lifts up. This will not lift up. It's stuck together. This will completely come up like that. So it allows it to blow apart.
Now apparently you can like get these back in, you know, and that's how I actually did it. I actually put it back together.
You did?
When we originally did it, but the problem is they just come apart again.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously sprained.
While we're putting the hinges and the hood back on, I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support with these videos. We're really trying to be more consistent and make the videos better, so leave any feedback below. And please make sure to subscribe and like if you're enjoying what you're seeing, so we can keep giving you guys content. Now, time for the first new part. Time for one of the things we took off, time to put it back on. Fender. Look at that. That is beautiful. Gotta love a good old fender. Or wing. I think in Australia we actually refer to them as wings. I think a fender's a very American thing. But hey, fender. Do you want to do a test fit? Follow me. Rather stunningly. Keep it black, I think. What do you think, Dad? What do you think?
No, I reckon just do the whole car black.
Do the whole car black. It looked good in black. Alright, fender on then. Let's go. This build was seemingly one of the simplest we've seen yet. I mean, at this point, all we have to do is replace a few body panels. But the story that this car has is just crazy, as it was one of the only cars which survived the arson attack in Melbourne. I think that just shows BMW's amazing build quality. After fitting the fender, like usual, we spent ages trying to get the panel gaps right, and we got pretty close in the end. Alright everyone, now that the hood is good and on, you know what's next? Guess. The bumper. And here we have the bumper. So I'm going to do another unboxing. How much was it second hand, Dad?
This was 1150?
1150.
No, brand new.
Oh, this bumper was, yeah.
Second hand, someone would probably want $1,000 for it.
Yeah.
You know, so alright, you might get a few grills and bits and pieces, but this needs no reconditioning.
This needs nothing. And it looks, I can't see it, but I'm hoping it looks great.
Looks good.
There you go. M240i. Yeah, you get a lot of cardboard.
You know what?
I can make a box. I'm gonna start living here. We're gonna be living in this box.
You can live in this box.
If CJ Rebuilds doesn't work out, that might become a reality. So please subscribe to save us from living in that box. Now, the next step was to build up this bumper, as it came in all separate pieces, so we had to fit all the brackets, supporting pieces, sensors, and the loom onto it. That's together. That is looking good. Good work so far, man. Yeah, that's looking mean. That's gonna look so good on the car. Time to install our brand new BMW bumper, and just like that, the 240 was pretty much done already. The hardest part left is to get the paint checked out, as the fire clearly did some permanent damage to it. The fire also did some permanent damage to the spoiler and the shark fin, so let's remove those as well. Alright, now, the next step is to remove some of the leftover burnt parts, such as the spoiler and that thing. And I've never taken off a shark fin before, but I've heard possibly a heat gun might get it off. A bit of a trim tool action, a bit of a heat gun. So I'm gonna mask it up so I don't damage the roof even more. It's already a bit charred, but I don't really wanna make it worse. Can I fix it? Probably not. All right, should be masked off to prevent any further damage. And now apparently you heat it up and there's some way, it looks like it just clips off. And I mean, there's only one way to find out. Let's give it a go. Heat gun. Heat up adhesive. I'm holding it up here, you wedge it out. And hopefully no burning to the roof. Oh, look at that, and didn't burn the roof at all. Fin, without taking the headliner off, there you go guys, you don't have to. I thought for a second you might have to. AI thought you would, don't listen to AI, that's a new rule. It clearly is wrong about everything, because that required no removal of the headliner. Unless I thought I wanted to take this off, that would have required that. Probably, but there you go guys.
Don't listen to AI.
Don't listen to AI. If we hit 10,000 subs this year, ow, that is really hot. If we hit 10,000 subs this year, I'll give that away to any of you guys as a piece of memorabilia signed. And it might be worth millions in the future. It all depends on if you guys subscribe or not. So, I think you should subscribe and then you can win this. And if you keep subscribing and meet more people, you tell everyone, you tell your friends, then it will be famous and then it'll be worth even more. So you can make yourself money in this. It's all a bit of a, you know, it's a triangle. We all help each other. All right, guys, the next part is to remove this burnt spoiler. Similar job. Have a look. You can see all of like the burn marks all over this thing. It looks very, what's the word? Deformed. Very deformed. So we have a carbon fiber one on the way, as well as carbon fiber mirror caps. So it's going to be very cool. It's going to look awesome. Can't put that on straight away, unfortunately, because one, it's not here because all delivery times in Australia are pretty slow. And two, we have to get it paint corrected first because as you can see, all of this, that is not just dirt, that is stained onto the paint. That is stained onto the paint there. So it needs to be paint corrected first. We're going to get a guy to come have a look at it to do that. But let's just start taking some stuff off like this. Dad, I think the spoiler broke.
Good thing you don't need it.
Whoops. Well, there you go. That's what happens when it... Poor spoiler. It was already destroyed. Not exactly the way I planned it, but with rebuilding cars, nothing ever goes to plan. Alright guys, started off with one spoiler, now we got two, but it's definitely off. Alright guys, we're just now attempting to button up this car because it's very close to being done. Just those mirrors, the spoiler thing on top, and the paintwork. Side skirt time! After the side skirt went on, all we had to do was button up a few pieces underneath. We're almost done. Then the wheel went on and we were truly done with everything we can really do to this car. Apart from installing our brand new carbon fiber pieces, of course, all from Open Throttle, so shout out to them. That's gonna be our spoiler, everyone. Obviously we've got to put it on, but we've got to take care of this and the actual paint issue first. But that's the spoiler we've got. That looks pretty nice. I like that. Psh, very nice. Nice upgrade. And then we obviously got the mirrors that you just saw us putting on. These mirrors here that we were just putting on, they look really, really good as well. It's coming together nicely, guys. It's beautiful. And that is how, in a matter of hours, we managed to take this M240i from this to this. And we are very happy with the result. All that's left is to take this thing to the team at Dynamic Autobody, who have done many of our cars before, and get them to assess the paint. But for now, this thing is back together. Remember to please subscribe to keep these videos coming, and we'll be back next week with something possibly even crazier than this.